Hey Royals, this is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I hope everybody is doing fine tonight. You know, one thing I discovered years ago, I discovered the hardest person to be with. I really did. I discovered the hardest person to be with is yourself. Yes, it is hard to be with yourself. See, the reason why it's hard to be with yourself is that you have to deal with all the low down, dirty things that you've done. You know, it gives you time to think and go through your Rolodex and come to the conclusion why you where you at. You know, and this is not to press nobody or to stress nobody. It's to let you know that the hardest person to be with is yourself. That's why people go through all these relationships one after another because they don't want to discover that the reason why they keep going to one relationship after another is not because the other is because of them. Oh, that's a hard thing because you have to heal yourself. That's why you need to be by yourself, to heal yourself, to figure out what is wrong with you and what is right for you, what you will and will not do according to you, right? So that's why the being by yourself after you get out of a relationship, just to, sort things out. Because even if the next person you got with was the best person in the world, you would contaminate it. You would just contaminate the relationship. Because the reason why you would contaminate the relationship, because you're used to jumping from ship to ship. You never dock anywhere. You never stay anywhere long. And if you stayed somewhere long, it went wrong because you didn't really want to be there because you're not used to being anywhere but wherever you want to be. And that's ship to ship. You don't like the dock. That's why you do all these little, pieces of relationships here. And when you're feeling this way about this one, you go over there and you let them heal you, reveal you, whatever it is that you do. And then you come back with all this residue. So the hardest person to be with is yourself. And if you found somebody that allowed or was about smooth sailing, since you jumping from ship to ship, and if you decided to have a relationship with somebody that's used to smooth sailing, you would cause turbulence because you're not used to it. You would find something wrong with everything right. You would cause turbulence. Because to relate to someone, is basically having common sense. I would only do to you what I want done to me. And most people do you ways that they wouldn't tolerate, not one day. It takes common sense to have a relationship. And most people are used to stuff that's senseless. Senseless, stupid stuff, arguing all night and oh, and sometimes people create arguments so they can go see the other person. This stuff is old data. This is not new. People just think because it's a new day, it's a different way. It's the same old stuff and it's going to end up the same old way that it ended up the other day. So you might as well stop, drop and roll, because you on fire. You understand? So I don't understand the game. The game been played. All that changes the players, but the games are still the same. You can ask your grandma and them, your grandpa and them, great grandpa, great grandma, same stuff was happening back in the day before they was cars. They was walking to do dirt. It just took them longer to get there. And if you think about it, a lot of stuff they didn't do because it took them longer to get there. So they was walking and talking to themselves and talked themselves out of the stupidity that you and me about to do. They would talk themselves out of it. Because by the time they get halfway, we'll be like, if I do this, blah, 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 I got my, rah, 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 rah. If you're like halfway, they'll be like, oh, hell no. I'm going back home. I'm going back where I belong. Now, if home is not a good sacred place for you, you need to get up out of there. And I'm not telling nobody to stay. I ain't telling nobody to leave. I'm just saying, don't involve people in that foolishness because you like to jump from ship to ship and you don't know how to relate to nobody. And somebody looking for a relationship and you a ship jumper. So I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.